Hello everyone, I am Abdul Kalam. I am a graduate student at Rutgers Blaustein School, majoring in city planning and public informatics. Today I'll be presenting my research on the impact of proximity to pedestrian-heavy areas on crash rates in Midtown Manhattan. This study investigates how areas with high foot traffic, like schools and parks, influence crash risk and what we can do to make these zones safer. Pedestrian safety is a critical issue in New York City. According to the latest report issued in December of 2019, there were 16,931 accidents. Of these accidents, 23 resulted in death. But it's important to recognize that pedestrians accounted for 20 of these fatalities, which means nearly 86% of all crash related deaths are related to pedestrians. These numbers highlight the vulnerability of pedestrians and cyclists, especially in densely populated areas like Midtown Manhattan. This study aims to uncover the link between pedestrian heavy zones and crash rates, offering actionable insights to improve safety. Our analysis relies on NYC motor vehicle collisions dataset, which tracks crash details, including those involving pedestrians, cyclists, drivers, and passengers. This data collected since April 2016, when crash reporting switched to an electronic system, provides a robust foundation for identifying patterns and high risk areas. By focusing on pedestrian KSI incidents, which is killed or severely injured, we can pinpoint where and why crashes are most severe. Let's look at the bigger picture. This heat map shows collision hotspots across New York City. Notice how Midtown Manhattan stands out. It's the epicenter of crashes, with 30% of collisions occurring in this area. This concentration underscores the need for targeted interventions here. Zooming in on Manhattan, the numbers are stark. Over 300 pedestrians are injured annually, and an average of 22 lose their lives each year. What is even more concerning? 30% of fatalities occur between midnight and 6 a.m., a time when streets are quieter, but the risk still remains high. So, what are pedestrian heavy areas? To identify high risk zones, we mapped schools and parks in Midtown Manhattan with a 1,000-foot buffer. These areas represent pedestrian heavy zones, places where foot traffic is highest and the likelihood of crashes increases. Schools see surges during drop off and pickup times, while parks attract steady crowds throughout the day. Why focus on these areas? Because they are where pedestrians and vehicles interact most frequently, and hence the probability for crashes is more. Schools and parks are hubs of activity, but they are also hotspots for crashes. By analyzing these zones, we can better understand where and why collisions occur and how to prevent them. This graph shows the relationship between pedestrian KSI incidents and their distance from schools and parks. The data reveals a clear trend. Crashes, especially severe ones, peak within 500 to 1,000 feet of these pedestrian hubs. So, this correlation underscores the importance of targeting safety interventions in and around pedestrian heavy areas to reduce risk and protect vulnerable road users. Here's the map of pedestrian KSI incidents in Midtown Manhattan. The black dots represent fatalities, and their concentration near major intersections and busy corridors is striking. These hotspots, often within 1,000-foot buffer of schools and parks, are where we need to focus our efforts. By overlaying the pedestrian heavy zones with KSI data, we identified 11 high risk intersections. These include 11th Avenue, 3rd Avenue, 6th, 7th, and 9th Avenue, East 42 and 46th Street, and West 36 and 42th Street. These are the intersections that you can see on the map. These intersections are critical targets for safety upgrades as they account for a disproportionate number of severe crashes. So, our findings confirm the hypothesis. Closer proximity to pedestrian heavy areas correlates with higher crash rates. The 1,000-foot buffer around schools and parks captures a significant proportion of KSI incidents, reinforcing the need for targeted interventions in these zones. So, based on these findings, we propose three key recommendations. Number one, intersection safety upgrades. Install advanced crosswalks which are legible and pedestrian signals and traffic calming measures at the 11 priority high risk intersections. Number two, traffic enforcement. Increase speed limit enforcement and deploy speed cameras near schools and parks, especially during high risk hours. Number three, data-driven policy making. Continuously monitor crash data to refine safety strategies and collaborate with communities and organizations like schools and parks to implement pedestrian-friendly designs. These steps can save lives every year, every minute, and align with NYC's Vision Zero goals. Thank you for your attention, everyone. By addressing the risk in pedestrian-heavy areas, we can make Midtown Manhattan safer for everyone, every single pedestrian. Let's work together to turn these insights into action. Please drop your questions or comments in the comment section below. Thank you.